Hello everyone, welcome to ripafunnel Tuesday, where I'll be analyzing a marketing funnel end to end, starting from the ad copy to the funnel landing pages and the different steps I had to go through, to me opting into the offer and what are the automation sequences, emails, SMS, etc. that are received thereafter. So let's dive right into it. Today I have CoPilot AI. I'm actually doing a continuation of a 2-month-old sequence where I did opt into their offer and now I'm being retargeted. So let's look at the ad that I saw on Facebook. This is the ad. Very solid ad. AI-driven LinkedIn lead gen for B2B. Give us 15 minutes and we'll show you how to use the software, or other industry-leading marketers are using the software. Then you have this graphics. It's not too stock photo-ish, and I just want to share with you something funny here. This is one of the comments. I love looking at ad comments. People have their own ways of describing how they see things. It says, love the ad, but the gentleman looks like he just farted and is sniffing his own product and proud of it. This is really funny. It cracked me up. But overall, I think they did a decent job. CoPilot customers on average 5 to 10 new leads per month. Click here. Okay. Once you click, you're going to get redirected to this URL. So let's break down their UTM attribution. And if you're not familiar with UTM attribution, you definitely should look into it. It's just appending these variables at the end of the link to identify visitors in the future. So this one, they use the medium as Facebook, the UTM source as paid, UTM campaign called conversion interest LinkedIn B2B USCA. This could be anything, right? As long as for you it means something from a campaign name perspective. The content, they use the image name. I would have liked to see this a little bit friendlier in case they're working in Teams environment, but that's what they called it. So good job on attribution. The FB click ID, this is appended by Facebook, so not probably intentional. All right, let's look at the landing page. So far, so good. The ad looks nice. This is the first landing page. All right, we call this the top of the funnel. The first page I see, or the offer, it says AI-driven LinkedIn lead gen, book a 15-minute demo. So the offer here is booking a 15-minute demo to see how the product works and how I can generate leads from LinkedIn. Great. No videos. I would have liked to see videos. There are no graphics or images, and that's fine. So overall, they did the rule of one. There's only one CTA and no other distraction here. Okay, really good. They didn't ask for names, so they cannot possibly personalize. But there's a reason for that, which you'll see in a second. There are 3 boxes here, which for me don't mean anything. A random testimonial without a photo or a source, or a full case study, which for me doesn't mean much. Some quotes from Capterra. Honestly, they could have just put in one real Capterra review and a hyperlink to it would have sufficed. And then there's some read more options. So here they actually have external CTAs, which I'm not a big fan of. I would have liked to maybe push this to the top to display the features without having external CTAs. All right, I don't think they did the best job on this landing page. And this is the only part that matters really. Now, once I fill in the form, I'm going to get redirected to their own booking system. So let me show you how that looks. They have 2 options, just me or multiple users. And maybe there's a reason for this. Just me might have redirected me to maybe a junior salesperson, versus multiple users could have taken me to someone else who is a little more senior. Or maybe just me could have been like a pre-canned demo versus multiple users, a live person. If that's your thing, hey, you can split it out this way. By doing multiple users, now I'm redirected to a page where, by the way, this progress bar for me is useless. There's a calendar embedded here, which I really like, highly recommend it. In VBOT, we actually have a component for embedding calendars like this on the same page. I can book the time that fits my schedule, and there are some qualification questions that they're asking here. That's probably the reason why they did not ask for more on the first step of the funnel. My suggestion, if you can condense both and use a platform, whether it's VBOT or others, that allow you to do the booking and the lead capture in one place, it might be helpful. But I do understand they just wanted you to submit a form before they get to the calendar. What to expect, and there's nothing else. Now, one thing that they did really well is this pre-qualification chat, which asked me a few questions, and by me clicking on, size of the company, how many leads I'm interested in, they got me to find a time. Now, quite frankly, I felt like most of this is redundant. When I click on find a time, it loads a calendar inside Intercom. So they're using Intercom for a chat. And it's pretty much the same exact form you had in the back. They're asking for the industries as well. So they didn't pre-populate this based on my answers on the bot. If you're unfamiliar with chatbots, you can certainly look into it. They could help you with qualifying people automatically before you redirect them somewhere else. All right. Overall, their landing pages and the different steps are not too coherent. The content is lacking. They did a good job on embedding the calendar. They're sticking to the rule of one, and by removing distraction, they only kept 2 distractions, and also the chatbot. So this is for the landing page. Let's look at the emails. Now, I did not complete the scheduling process, and this is a 2-month worth of emails. This is the first one from Melissa. It says finish scheduling your CoPilot AI demo. So they did some sort of a check of who filled this out but did not fill Calendly. You can use Zapier to do it. Some systems have built-in integrations. Either way, you can do that check. Now, Melissa is sending me an email to remind me. The only problem with this email is that it's not one-to-one. It looked like it was automated. I would have liked to have seen it maybe stripped out of all the designs and more natural from an inbox. They did do well on including a name, so they're sending it from an actual person at the company, but the fact that they added this design, I think, killed it. They are using ActiveCampaign, and by looking at the headers, they passed SPF and DKIM, but did not set up the DMARC policy well. You should be setting up your policies well if you want to be fully email compliant. All right, let's look at the rest of the content. I really like their content, actually. So this is a reminder for completing the schedule. They sent me a nice PDF guide, so they invested time in this part of the nurture process, establishing rapport with me. I can actually see CoPilot AI in the works. There is a video here that I can watch. Okay, again, they are following a nice cadence once a week, a little bit more content. They're not always selling, and they did remind me ahead again down the road to book again. Okay. Finally, this is the email I got a couple of days ago from another person on the team. It's not the full design, but it's still kind of centered. Maybe they sent it from ActiveCampaign CRM in this case. I don't know. Note on the bottom, they have the address unsubscribe, so they are fully compliant. I certainly would have liked to seen it more natural, looked like it was sent from an inbox. So this is it, guys. They did really good on the ad copy and attribution, not so good on the landing pages. They did well on emails, except for the one-to-ones should have been more natural. I give this entire funnel 6.5 to 7. And good job for the CoPilot team for putting it together. If you have any ideas, any comments, or feedback, please leave them in the chat. If you have any funnels you'd like me to analyze, share them with me, and I'll do a video on it. Thank you so much.